Hey everyone, today I want to talk about my favorite camera for travel. And I want to take you behind the scenes and show you exactly how I use this camera. When I'm choosing a camera to take with me on a trip, here are the things that I'm looking for. It has to be small. It has to be light. It has to have internal body stabilization so that I can shoot handheld. It needs to be affordable. And it needs to fit into my carry-on luggage. It has to be very compact. This camera, the Panasonic G85, checks all those boxes. I love this camera. What I'd like to do right now is take you guys with me on the last trip that I made to Mexico, where I was sitting down with my girlfriend and I was helping her make her very first video. And this is what that looked like.
I came to the beach in the morning to do walking meditation. I love the fact that this place is a combination of water, the oceans and air and natures. I love being surrounded by plants. They have a whole lives of their own, and the water and the wildlife. So when I was walking and doing my meditation, I was inspired. I felt free actually thinking about what I could do with my work. One of the many things I have control in is to make videos and do a podcast to broadcast my voice, to say what I'm thinking. The point is not to make videos for other people to have a purpose, to make videos just to get myself familiar with the process, to be free. It feels restrictive trying to convince other people of what I can offer, but rather I just wanted to do it in my own way. And in my meditation, the more I thought about making videos, the more inspired, the more free my body becomes. So here I am.
My approach to making videos has always been a very minimalist approach. I believe in using cameras that are very small and compact. And here's how I like to use this camera when I am traveling. First thing to note is that pretty much any DSLR is not going to have this super amazing cinematic dynamic range. All cameras, including this one, are limited in being able to both capture the brightest highlights and the deepest, darkest shadows at the same time, in the same exposure. So one of the things that you want to be doing to help your camera out so you get a better image, a more cinematic image, is to shoot at the right time of day. So in this case, I was shooting early in the morning, just as the sun was coming up. And it gave me this beautiful ambient light, and it gave me that golden hour look for great skin tones, and still get all the detail in the background and in the clouds and in the color of the sky. When you're shooting early in the morning, you're getting beautiful ambient light, just like the light that I've got right behind me now. And at that time of day, the colors, the light quality, all of that just enhances the look and feel of the video that you're making, and of course, the story that you're wanting to tell. Another great thing about shooting at this time of day is that there aren't any crowds. And so, like if I had been shooting this and, even an hour or two later in the morning, this beach would have been filled with people. There would have been all kinds of kids running around. There'd be all this different noise. The sunlight would be really harsh. There is no way that I would be able to capture the same kinds of images and get the same kind of feeling that I was going for. One of the greatest things about this camera is that it has in-body stabilization. And what that means is that you can do a lot of handheld shooting, and it takes out all those little micro jitters and it smooths out your footage, and you get some very nice, clean, cinematic looking video. On that trip, I took this one lens. This is the Olympus 12 to 40 millimeter f2.8. Now this lens is super versatile. It allows me to go wide enough to where I can use it as a vlogging lens, but it's long enough to give you that nice shallow depth of field, that creamy bokeh, and even at f2.8, which isn't a super wide lens, you can still get that definition and that nice blurry background that you're looking for. The last thing that I'll say is that when I go traveling, I actually like to capture some kind of story. I like to sit down with people and have them express something meaningful about their lives or something meaningful about their experience, particularly in that moment. So that's what this video is all about. I was sitting down with my girlfriend. I was helping her talk about and express all the feelings that she had of holding herself back from actually getting in front of the camera and being brave enough to start making videos. And that's what I captured in this simple 90-second clip. And notice that I combined two different angles. There was a mid-range angle and a very close-up angle. So it looks like I used two cameras when I was doing the interview. And at the same time, I'm incorporating a lot of B-roll in the telling of the story. So when she's talking about doing her meditation, you're seeing her do the meditation. And you want to be looking for these kinds of things. Like as you're telling your story and you're telling something of someone's very powerful experience, you want to show as much as you have them telling. My approach to video making has always been a very minimalist approach. You want to keep it simple. You want to go out with a single camera, a single lens, something that you can shoot handheld, run and gun style, very easy, so that you can focus on the story that you want to tell. And if you want to know more about how to tell good stories on video, then why don't you join my live stream series that's called Live Stream Stories, which goes live every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can join me here on YouTube, or you can join me on Facebook, or you can join me on LinkedIn, or you can join me over on Twitter, because I'm multicasting to all 4 platforms simultaneously. So keep it simple and go out and tell some great stories. I'll see you next time.